Welcome back. Welcome back. You're back with the 540 show, and from last segment, I knew that Run DMC had matched up with somebody. I couldn't think of it. I got it. It's Aerosmith. Great song. And this is more mashups. We need more mashups like that in our lives, so let's get that going. All right, so Thomas, I was just talking to you in the break.
What's up, bro?
You went downtown last night.
I sure did.
Where'd you go? What'd you do, man? What'd you get into?
I did a couple different things last night. Well, first of all, my boy Albert came into town. Shout out Albert. Big Al Sesh. What's up, brother, man? Albert and my boy T Raw. That's Taylor Ross. For y'all that don't know, they came into town yesterday and they called me up. So we were supposed to go out for the couple of drinks. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
You know,
where'd y'all start off at?
we started at Happy Endings. That's a good starter bar.
Yeah, that's
you know?
right by the crib, man. I like that place.
Yep, it's a good place to start out with.
They got good specials, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shout out to a good special.
Hey, shout out to good specials.
Man, if you got a good happy
It's like
hour,
$2-3 beers all
if you got
day.
a good happy hour, I mean, I don't care where it could be a hole in the wall. I'll go if it's got a good happy hour.
Hey, but shout out Happy Endings though, because they're always.
So you started out there. What'd you drink, man? Couple beers, couple stuff like that, or you just kept it simple? You kept it simple last night?
No, I did. I started off with Jack and Coke and a Bud Light, and you know that's
Pretty
how I did
simple.
it.
Yeah, you didn't want to get too.
Didn't want to do it too fast, but I wasn't trying to go too slow either.
All right, so you started there. Where'd you head after that?
Let's see. So we got in the car. Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Whoa, what time did you get home last night?
Man, dog, I tell you, I rolled up in the house probably about 4 this morning.
Wow. So yeah, I can understand why you're having a hard time figuring out where the second place you went.
But it was a good time. But anyway, yeah. So we went to Happy's first, and then the Bourbon Room. We went to the Bourbon Room.
I've never been there. Never been there. Heard you talk about it a lot.
Well, you know, whole time. Okay, the Bourbon Room has a misconception about it, and I'm just gonna be blunt here. Okay, it's known as the gay bar. That's what it's known as, and I'm gonna tell you that is false. Okay, there are a lot of gay people, you know, and they like that bar. That happens to be, the bar that they go to. First of all, there's nothing wrong with that. Second of all, it's a great place, man. There are so many single chicks, and I'm happily in a relationship. I've been in a relationship for 2 years.
Same here.
You know,
sorry, ladies.
Sorry, sorry about your luck, but there's so many. If you're a single dude going out looking for chicks, I guarantee you're gonna find more girls at the Bourbon Room than you are at Brock's.
Oh, and let's talk about Brock's, the T-shirt bros in there, and
oh my goodness, guys in Brock's. Okay, guys that go to Brock's, man, can y'all calm down? Just come out to Brock's to have a good time, to relax.
Everybody's on high alert at Brock's. It feels like every time I walk into Brock's, it's like everybody's staring at you, like what you doing.
It's the flex zone, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. You want to go out with your friends, and everybody wants to have a good time, but then it's a crowded place. You're gonna bump somebody's shoulders from time to time. And then that turns into an argument and hopefully not a fight. You know what I mean?
And
most of the time there.
Alcohol's involved, and you know how that goes.
But shout out Brock's. I like Brock's.
Yeah, Brock's,
I have a good time there.
They got a nice view out back. Good lunch. Hey, underrated lunch, man.
You have no idea. They've got some great food.
Fredericksburg got a couple lunch spots, man.
Mm-hmm.
You hit me to that the salmon BLT from Sammy T's downtown.
Oh man,
amazing!
I stumbled in on that one day.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That was awesome.
A great lunch. It's a great lunch, man. It's very healthy. Like you said, it's not too bad for you, but it's
Spirits has a good lunch. Spirits has a good, and people don't really know that. Like, I'm not talking about the upstairs go to the bar Spirits, but there's a part downstairs. It's a little deli or whatever. They've got awesome sandwiches.
Yeah, and then you got Capital Ale House, great food there. A little on the expensive
pricey,
side, but
pricey.
Good food there. And then Jay's has amazing specials. Jay's has great specials downtown.
Yeah,
a lot to do downtown Fredericksburg, man. There really is. If you think about it, there's a lot to do for the 21 and up people.
And these are only the lower end places if you think about it, because there's a couple higher end places like Fahrenheit. Have you ever been to Fahrenheit?
Yeah, no, I've walked by it a couple times. Looks awesome. Never been there.
It's I have a buddy who works there, who tells me
he serves there,
and tells me about how awesome it is there. I mean, the clientele, the type of people that come out. He said just great type of people.
Yeah, I've also heard good things about it. So
great food.
I'm gonna have to try it out. I'm gonna have to try it out.
So, and the servers get taken care of there, which is awesome. Because I've been a server for a long time. Well, I call a long time, like 4 years, but But you asked me what all I did last night, so I went to the bourbon room. After I went to the bourbon room, and then I said how there's a misconception, blah, blah, blah. And then I just want to tie that into, if you're looking for a chick, don't be afraid to go to the bourbon room. Don't be like, oh, I don't want to get
Public
hit,
service
blah, blah,
announcement
blah.
here.
It's an awesome place to go and get over yourself.
All right, so
Anyway,
hey, where'd you go? Where'd you end
went
up
to
after
bourbon room. We turned around and we went to Spirits. Spirits is awesome.
that?
They
You've
got
walked about a half mile so far.
Yeah, it's not too far, but they've got an awesome back. You know, if you go in the back section, they've got some cornhole back there now. Really awesome chairs and umbrellas, and just got a real nice outside vibe to it. So just hanging out there for a little bit.
So how you feeling at this point? You a little turnt, you a little tipsy. How you feeling at this point in the night?
I was definitely getting a little drunk. You know what? One thing that I don't get tipsy. I don't even.
You go from
I don't get
0 to
tipsy.
100 real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I go from like sober to a little drunk, then drunk. You know what I mean? Like I'm never. I'm like tipsy, but it might be the word. I don't think I like that word.
Some people would say a little drunk is tipsy.
That's fine, but I'm not gonna call myself tipsy because that's like a feminine word to me.
Oh,
that's how I feel about it. Like I don't feel okay when someone says, "Yo, are you tipsy?"
You're doing a bit right now.
I'm like, I'm not tipsy, but I am a little drunk.
I've been
though.
tipsy before. You call it, what are you trying to say? I'm feminine. You're the one at the bourbon room.
See, but what I say, that's not a misconception.
I'm messing with you.
I know, man.
I'm messing with you.
Nah, it's you know, I'm not really with the tipsy word.
All right, yeah, I understand.
It's just
That's cool. I won't reference you as being tipsy ever again.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, but so I know you got something to eat last night, man. I know you munched on some late night food. What'd you eat?
How you know to be like that, dog?
Man, I know you crushed something that you regretted.
I don't regret it actually, but when I was at Happy's, I punished some fish tacos.
Yeah, this is the only guy I've ever met that he'll go to a bar and he will order like 4 or 5 appetizers. And just afterwards, I don't even know if I want to drink, man. I don't feel too good. I'm like, yeah, you don't feel good because you just ate 45 fish tacos and a burger and some fries. And now you want to try to pound 4 or 5 beers. It's not going to work, man.
And they were probably delicious, too.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves every second of it. But his night, like after he finishes food, you can tell which way his night's going.
Yeah, my eyes have been bigger than my stomach my whole life.
Yeah, so lots to do in Fredericksburg, man. That's why you just went out last night, had you a good time. A lot of people say there's not a lot. A lot of people say there's not a lot to do here, and I will have to disagree.
And you know what I say to that? That's malarkey.
One more time. Yeah,
that's malarkey.
Yeah, that is. There's so much to do here. And if you're of age, you don't even have to
even
drink,
if you're
man.
not of age, man.
Yeah, and if you don't even have to drink, man. There's lots of stuff to do downtown Fredericksburg. I mean, you can go down there to day like today. Just walk. Just go on a nice walk. Yeah, it's nice outside. There's a river. There's a river down there. There's plenty of nature trails. There is stuff to do here.
There's so much. Take your time.
It involves getting outside, people. It involves getting outside, and you can find something to do.
Go outside for a little bit.
Sorry, we don't have clubs and stuff like that. I apologize.
Well, I mean, and some of these places could be considered maybe a club. I mean, like Brock's does have a dance floor. Bourbon Room does have a dance floor.
They don't have a DJ anymore, though.
No, Brock's
they got live
doesn't.
music.
The Bourbon Room does have a DJ, and Spirits has a DJ, but Brock's got rid of their DJ, but that was because they were tired of the crowd that was coming out. So they figured if we have a guy on stage with a guitar versus, DJ spins a lot, and getting the crowd turned off.
Sir Mix a lot.
On some Gucci man.
I see what you're saying. But there's a lot to do here, man, and I really think that hopefully we can get people out. Maybe we can do appearances, man. Maybe we can get out there and show people you can have a good time in Fredericksburg and enjoy where you're at, man. It doesn't have to be about getting out of Fredericksburg. If that's what you want to do, that's one thing. I understand. Absolutely. Some people want to be other places, but you can find good here, man. You can find stuff to do.
There, you really can, and there's if you're
there's
into
opportunity too. There's opportunity here as well.
There is. This is an area where we were awarded the SBA Small Business Awards Community of the United States. Like we have the most IBOs, most independent business owners in this part of Virginia.
I didn't know that. That's awesome. Dropping knowledge on me.
It's awesome. Technically, we're IBOs, bro.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? You contribute to that statistic, man.
I'm breathless.
You contribute to that.
What am I? So I can.
You're an IBO, an independent business owner.
Oh well, hey, that's just something I can put on the resume now, ain't it?
Yes, it is, man.
But that is awesome, and so let's let's talk more about which way where the show's going to go in the future. What do you want to go from here? I think that guests we're going to definitely have some special guest appearances from people from around Fredericksburg and the characters in our life, man. We have a lot of cool friends, a lot of cool people we know that we can get on here and that they'll make you laugh, and they can tell you a little bit about, you know, different things that maybe you don't know about that we don't even know about, but everybody's got their own little angle on stuff.
Their own little angle. Honestly, in the future, man, I plan on this show, like I said, I've said it a couple times, just being an outlet for, you know, people who are just doing something they want to do, or, you know, maybe it's their art or their business or whatever it might be. You know, I want this to be an outlet for everybody. Yeah. And then outside of that, I want this, you know, entertain.
This
you know
is
what I mean?
The way I look at it, man, is I listen to a little bit of radio, a little bit of podcasts, stuff like that. I want us to be, you're doing your homework, you're riding to work, you're going on a run, you're working out, you can pop us in to listen to us, and we'll maybe take a little bit of the mental aspect away, and you can just, you know, enjoy, you know, what we're talking about. That's what I really hope. I really want it to be something like that, to where you can listen to us, and if you're running, or you can pass time a little bit faster, because I know I appreciate having stuff like that, so I hope that's what we can do for people.
It's crazy how just a little something to listen to will take the mental edge off of, you know, maybe whatever you're doing at work, you know.
And right now we're just covering all the basics, but I mean, if you stick with it around long enough, you'll see that we can get a little fired up. You know, we'll fight a little bit, we'll knock heads, we won't always agree, and we won't always be as mellow as we are right now. We get fired up at times, and I hope that, you know, that's also something where you can really get to know who we are and our personalities throughout the show. And you don't always have to agree with what I say, and I understand that, you know, and I'm not always going to agree with what you say. So I hope not. That's something that
I'm going to say everything as controversial as possible so that you don't agree with it.
You do that anyway.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun.
He does that on a daily basis.
It's awesome, but I mean, if you're sitting there just saying, you know what, you're right, Thomas, you know, blah blah, that gets old.
Nobody wants to hear that.
I gotta.
If you say something stupid, if you call Julio Jones Julio Jones, I'm gonna call you out right there.
I was, you know, I'm not even gonna
Dalton
try to defend it. Dalton Tate. That's.
And we got
wasn't paying attention.
On Thomas' fantasy team, he's got Julio Jones and Dalton Tate.
Hey, watch, I'm gonna win too. So actually, I don't play fantasy, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Sean beats it over. Our good friend Sean in the sports a lot. Shout out to Sean. Shout out Sean.
You'll hear a lot about Sean. He beats fantasy over my head, man. He's a fantasy guy, and you know, he's so competitive about it. I almost don't even enjoy it.
Well, this is what happened with me. I got the fantasy. And I didn't even draft my own guys. I just let it automatically draft or whatever. I think midway through the season or something, I broke my phone, got a new phone, and I never downloaded the app.
Whenever I played you, I always knew you weren't going to start. Like, if Peyton Manning was out that week, you wouldn't go get another quarterback. You're just going to take the L on the points. And I remember when I checked out is when I played you, and I tried my hardest. You didn't start like 3 players and still beat me somehow. One of your running backs, wide receivers, had like 60 points. And I was like, this is why fantasy doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter how hard you try, because it's all luck. It's all luck. I think it's, you know, it's a little bit of skill and a lot of luck.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, either way, you know, I got the new phone and I never got the app, and then, like you said, I kept winning somehow, and I don't even know how that happened. And that was funny because I remember Peyton was out. It was a bye week, and I was like, yo, I should go change my quarterback. And then I was like, nah, I'll be all right.
Yeah. So that was a debacle. That's when I completely checked out of the fantasy game, is when I lost to you, and everybody was, you know, picking up wins off you.
I make people quit.
Yeah, I mean, with your nonchalantness, with your allegiances too. This dude doesn't like teams. He's got a couple allegiances with a couple teams.
No, my only allegiance is to the Cowboys.
Oh, that makes me want to puke.
But that's a family thing. It's like,
go Skins, baby.
It's like you can't choose that. Hey man, I like the Redskins. I've always respected that.
His allegiance, he's hard to understand people. I understand people. He's hard to understand.
Look, see, the Cowboys are not my favorite team. I will not buy a Cowboys jersey. I have no Cowboys posters. I don't have a Cowboys pillowcase, none of that. None of it. But when the Cowboys are playing the Redskins, yes, I go for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But, you know, after that, it's if you're a good team, you're a good team. Don't act like I wasn't at the Redskins game with you, beating on the back of the bleachers like I wasn't a diehard.
Well, that was unfortunate because we shouldn't have beat on those. My hands were bloodied after that.
Yeah, they were pretty jacked up.
Alcohol was involved, but hey, that was a good time. And yeah, you're right. You know, you're a little weird. You're a little different with your sports, but you know, I can live with it. You're not terrible. You're not unbearable.
I do appreciate the fact that you can deal with me, bro.
So what are we gonna talk about next show, man? Let's wrap up this show. It's been fun. I hope people like the first show, man. I dig it. I hope they understand that this is truly us learning, letting you know a little bit about us, and we're truly, like you said, we're learning all the technical stuff, but we're gonna only get better from here, and I hope
only
you bear
gonna
with
get
us.
better.
And so what are we going to talk about next show, man? What we got lined up?
Man, we're going to get into a couple different things. Okay, so we're going to go into a little segment that we're going to call the 540 Stars of the Week, and you're going to handle that, my man.
That's going to be sports, from Nats, you know, anything local. If you stand out, you do something amazing, you're going to be one of my Stars of the Week. I'll let you know. Hopefully in the future we'll get T-shirts, something, hats. We'll send them out your way if you're Star of the Week. And then you're going to take over what segment?
And then I'm going to go ahead and do the 540 Bars of the Week.
That's going to be fun. We're going to get a little bit of hip-hop, and he's going to do a fun twist on it, too.
It's going to be nice, because I know sometimes it's hard for y'all to understand a lot of these rap lyrics, so I'm going to go ahead and spit a bar for you in a very nice, poetic, simplistic way for you to understand.
So anybody out there, if you having trouble understanding the lyric, we're going to call it Bars of the Week. So even your mom, anybody, grandma, she'll be able to understand one rap line in a song. Maybe she'll be able to sing along with you one day.
Anybody, yeah. So we're going to talk about the first week of football. First week of football starts next week.
First week of football starts next week. We'll get into all that. We'll talk about my fantasy teams, your fantasy teams. And then we're gonna get the social media going, man. We're gonna get the Twitter up. We're gonna get the Instagram, Skype. I mean, you're going to be able to reach us on every possible outlet. I'm going to get that up. It's going to be at the 540 show. That's tentative right now. We're hoping that, all those are available, but it's going to probably be at the 540 show, hashtag 540 show.
Yep. Audio will be accessible on iTunes, and we will get that to you on our website that I will have up and running this week. Also, the visual is going to be on the YouTube channel, and we'll put all the links to that on the site as well.
If you can't find us, your eyes aren't open, I promise you will be able to find out where to find our content, where to reach us, what to talk about. We want you to be involved, people. We want you to be involved.
We want you to be involved, and we want you guys to know that we want y'all to come back. Hey, subscribe to what we're doing,
Please,
man.
We will do all we can to make it fun. You guys will get paid back. We will do everything we can to make this your experience with us enjoyable every single time.
Yeah, man. So check us out. This is the 540 show, man. This is your boy Thomas,
and this is Ryan,
and we out of here, man.